Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. And a shout out to Susan and Heidi. Thank you very much for the cups of coffee. God bless you guys. Susan, you're a longtime supporter and an angel in disguise. Thank you. I was woken up about 4 a.m. this morning with a severe thunderstorm, boomers. And then the wind came in. A lot of destruction around here where I live in Watertown. I got one large branch in my yard I have to pick up later. The little ones I already picked up. And some lumber got blown into my yard. I think it's from my neighbor. Lots of branches out in front of the house, and it looks like either a large branch or part of a tree came down the street from me. I posted a video showing the lightning and thunder, and you can hear the wind chimes. There's no audio other than what the Ring doorbell picked up of the thunder and lightning, and yeah, you can see it's tremendous. But anyways, on August 15th, President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin met at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska for a nearly 3-hour summit to negotiate an end to the Russian-Ukraine war. Now it's in its 4th year. Despite Putin's claim of reaching an agreement and Trump's noting many points of consensus, no firm ceasefire deal was secured, with Trump stating there is no deal until there's a deal. It sounds like the only deal would be for Ukraine to give up land, and yeah, they've sacrificed so much. Yeah, a lot of lives have been lost to try and save their country. I don't think that would ever happen. The summit lasted 2.5, maybe 3 hours, involving Trump, Putin, and aides like Marco Rubio, Steve Witkoff, and Sergei Lavrov. Discussions focused on the Russian-Ukraine war, but no ceasefire or territorial agreements were finalized. Putin claimed agreements to pave the way for peace, while Trump emphasized unresolved big points. There was no tangible outcomes. Trump's plans to brief Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky and NATO leaders. Putin's agreements were vague, focusing on Russia's security concerns. Discussions included land swaps, rejected by Zelensky, and Ukraine's NATO aspirations. Might well say that they're already part of NATO because NATO is supporting them. Here on Google Earth, I thought it was interesting. Here we have the Elmendorf-Richardson Air Force Base, and up over here is the area that are reported where a claim came in that a would-be assassin was eliminated. That was in Wasilla, Alaska. Yeah, not far. Do you think it was a fake story? I don't know. Put your comments down below. Yeah, this was the current stage for global tensions. President Trump and Vladimir Putin met to end the Russian-Ukraine war, but left with no deal. But there was vague promises and rising fears in this geopolitical disaster. The summit aimed to stop a war gripping 20% of Ukraine. Land swaps were rejected by Zelensky. No progress risked prolonging the war and escalating the war. Yeah, people better, be prepared. So what's Trump going to do now? Trump announced sanctions on August 8th, targeting Russia's oil exports with 100% tariffs on buyers like India and China, but later adjusted it to 25% for India. The measure was to aim to cripple Russia's economy, which earns about $600 million a day from oil exports. The sanctions responds to Russia's refusal to agree to a ceasefire at the Anchorage summit. Trump has shortened, evidently, his initial 50-day deadline to 10 days, citing Russian military advances. No new date has been set for another summit between Trump and Putin, and Ukrainian allies, mostly Europe, support sanctions but fear delays. Here we have an image of maritime traffic in the Persian Gulf. You can see we got a lot of ships parked, a lot of them parked. And here we have the Black Sea. The red ones are the oil tankers. The green are cargo. And here we have Sri Lanka and India. Yeah, there's a lot of oil tankers there. Look at them all in red. And I'll bring it out. You can see where they're coming from, which would be the Persian Gulf. And then here on Flight Radar 24, we have military or government aircraft. Not a lot up and flying right now. Let's see what we got over by the United States. Yeah, okay. Interesting, there's 2 Greyhounds, Grumman C-A or 2A Greyhounds. These are used for medical evacuations or for carrying cargo. And there's 2 of them. Oh, that one just disappeared. Went off the radar. There's a few strato tankers up and flying, which means, yeah, there's probably fighter jets. This here is a Super Galaxy. Here's another strato tanker. And another strato tanker. Let's see, what's this one here? A Pegasus. And I wonder if this plane here is the president and maybe his cabinet. It's a Boeing C-40 Clipper, which is used for military dignitaries. And it came, yeah, from there in Anchorage. So what comes next? Yeah, often things happen on the weekends. We'll just have to wait and see. I hope things don't escalate, but what are your thoughts about all this? Please put your comments down below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and thank you again for your support. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.